Hey everybody, this is Corey Salty True Floyd, and welcome to the Geek Report. This week, Nintendo Switch, it's coming, and there's a lot of things about it you might not like. Also, John Boyega, he participated in a documentary and had a lot to say about Star Wars and tariffs. Oh God, everyone needs to figure out tariffs. That and more this week on the Geek Report. Everyone, Corey Salty Floyd for the Geek Report. Of course, I'm here with my Commander Riker, my guy in the chair, the ominous and trolly Demon Engine.
The demon has arrived. What's up, everybody?
And of course, I'm here with the boss, Comic Boss.
What's up, everybody? Drink water. Don't be a jerk today.
Of course, guys, you know what it is. It is the Geek Report. Every week, we gather up a good number of news pieces talking about anything and everything in and around our nerd pop culture sphere, and we have a chat about them. And of course, we'd love for you to participate in that chat as well. Hence that comment section below. Also, for you folks who are new here, make sure you're subscribed to Amerime Media and keep yourself alerted on anything and everything coming out of our mouth holes. With that being said, Demon Engine, Comic Boss, let's get into it. All right, so Nintendo Switch 2 has been announced, and where do we start? Okay, first, this is going to be a $449 console, and
So-
by all metrics, this is the most expensive system that Nintendo has ever put out.
So Nintendo had put out a statement, and they said this was not because of tariffs. They had an easy out. They could have blamed America and said, because of your president, we had to raise the price. Nintendo said, no, we didn't do that. We Nintendo. Y'all gonna pay this $450.
This is the price before tariffs.
Yeah, before tariffs. So it's gonna be even higher now.
And of course, one of its launch games is going to be Mario Kart World, which you can buy at a bundle with the system for $4.99. But if you just want to buy the game itself, it will cost you $80 digitally and $90 physically.
Damn.
Mario Kart is going to cost you $80. This is not going to be and this is going to be for a number of, this is going to be for a number of exclusive Nintendo games. So be on the lookout for that.
Now, so honestly, you might as well just cough up the extra $50 and save yourself $30 to $40. Because if you're going to get the Switch, you're going to get Mario Kart. I mean,
yeah.
But
now,
because of tariffs, it's not going to be his price no more. So
now, here's my thing. The price is very large, but they're also talking about some great third-party games that will be playable on this system. Now, they said Elden Ring is going to be available on the Switch too, and they also said
the Switch 2 has to go through a significant power boost, jump up from the Switch 1 if we play in the Elden Ring. I am not fitting to play Elden Ring at fucking 420p, 480p.
The system is apparently Cyberpunk is supposed to come on at the Switch 2 as well.
Cyberpunk?
So
it's going to run on the Switch.
On the Switch 2, yep.
Come on.
First of all, you better go talk to your daddy.
Now
you about to get some of them Switch sales. You better get in on that.
Now shut up. Now here's the thing. I haven't seen anyone actually like demo the system itself yet. And if it can play especially these two games, the way they're supposed to be played, I can understand why the price is where it is.
I could understand the price is where it is because it's Nintendo.
No.
No. Because Nintendo puts out good stuff. Know what I mean?
But it's never costed
good hardware. They put out good games, and at some point they're gonna raise a price to be competitive with Xbox and Sony.
But
so paying $450 for the Switch to me sounds okay.
But that was their thing. They were never competitive. Never.
Right.
They're just Nintendo. It's never been a. But now it's like
they have to be.
They have to be.
Steam. I think it's because of the Steam Deck.
It's because of Steam, and they've just been falling behind. Let's keep it a bean. We talking Nintendo. Let's keep it a bean. They've been falling behind.
Yes,
Mario, Metroid, great and all that shit. Pokemon too, but yeah, that's only gonna hold up for so long. You gotta just start. It already happened with them letting like Fortnite and Overwatch with the Switch. So of course this is the next fucking move. I still don't understand that shit. And I swear to God, if I see Skyrim on Switch 2, I'm going to Bethesda's corporate, whooping ass from the top down.
I'm not shocked by the sticker price, honestly.
If the system performs what it can perform, I can understand the price, because we all saw what happened with some third-party ports on the Switch, especially Mortal Kombat. But anyway, folks, I personally want to see what this looks like before I would even consider putting the money out. But hey, it's not like you can put down a payment towards it right now, because it's all on hold, not just in the US and Canada as well, because we've got to figure out tariffs.
So
it's gonna be a fun time.
So supposedly, if you're not a part of the political sphere, Trump stopped tariffs on all countries except for China.
Just for 90 days.
Yeah, just 90 days. But either way, he didn't stop it on China at all. In fact, they're going to add it with each other. And that Nintendo Switch might cost upwards of $600 by the time this is all said and done.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
There's other implications, which we'll probably get to later in this episode. But also, we actually lost Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer passed away from cancer. Academy nominee, fantastic.
Fantastic actor.
Heat, Top Gun, Willow, Tombstone.
Some of my favorite movies, man, like Heat, Willow. He was amazing in Top Gun. Like,
you know what's so funny? In Heat, the way he changed clips in the middle of the shootout, it was so efficient that video scene is used in training by the Marine Corps.
Wow.
Because they were like, if you can't change clips as fast as this, you're dead. And this guy's a damn actor.
Right. Pretty much. So you can imagine how much he trained to be able to change clips out that fast.
Listen, after seeing what he did with a pistol as Doc Holliday, it doesn't shock me. And Doc Holliday is still one of his. That was the role.
I'll be your Huckleberry. Val Kilmer was the man. He was an amazing actor.
And of course, Iceman for Top Gun, and he will surely be missed. He's definitely one of those guys.
He definitely earned his spot.
Mm-hmm. So next. Okay, so A24, of course, they've been doing fantastic work over the last few years. They want to remake Bloodsport, which I mean, sure.
Right, I'm about to say, why not?
I don't know. It's what I don't know. I mean, the funny thing is that this movie was supposedly based on a true story by a guy who was like that everyone ended up realizing was full of shit.
Yeah.
But still a great movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme, Bolo Young, and a young Forrest Whitaker. Almost forgot Forrest Whitaker was in this movie.
He was in Bloodsport?
Yes, he is in Bloodsport.
Oh, yes. Shit. I don't remember him at all.
Yes, Forrest Whitaker is in Bloodsport. So it's...
The only ones that mattered was Jean-Claude and Bolo Young.
Listen, if A24 was to remake Bloodsport, at least bring me one of the guys from the Raid, and you got a deal.
I need another like buff ass Japanese actor to replace Bolo Young, man, because that was like a Bolo Young whole thing. Like Japanese dudes don't get that big. And he was scary.
Yes, Bolo was a big dude. He was. That might be something we have to take a view on for our Patreon.
Yeah.
That would be a fun one.
Who would y'all have replace Jean-Claude Van Damme, Bolo Young characters?
I don't know who I would have replace him, but I would love to see. Who I would like to see replace Bolo, just because it would be interesting to see him as a bad guy. Michael Jai White to be the Stone Cold killer.
I like that.
But it's Michael Jai White, so
right.
It's always good. Let's go to the next one. All right, pay no attention to the dumb Stardew Valley poster with Zendaya and Pattinson, but with the current success of Minecraft, the Minecraft movie is a financial success.
Minecraft was a success?
Yes, right now it is currently made $310 million.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Could have fooled the fuck out of me for that one.
and
I swore that was gonna fly.
And here's the funny thing. I said this because I said this week. You can go back to one of our other Geek Reports. I was like, Minecraft is either going to be really stupid but fun, or really, really bad.
Right.
There's no in between.
Right. I agree with that.
It's stupid, but it's fun. And
have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen. I've been able to see it through other means. It is very fun. I didn't want to go see this in theaters because I already knew how crowds were going to be.
Right.
And my intuition was correct.
You took the loopy route?
I had a friend help me. But it's a very dumb but fun movie, and they're probably already in talks of talking about a sequel.
Wow.
Jack,
you sent this picture. I looked at it. My first thought was, are they honestly making a Stardew Valley? And then my second thought was, someone get Tom Holland before he crash out. if that's gonna be Zendaya's co-star, we saw him in the last movie. He's racking them up with baddies. He ain't sick. Tom Holland finna go through a canon event. Don't let it hit.
Please, last thing you need is two British dudes fighting over a black woman.
I would pay to see that.
Absolute cinema.
I would pay to see that actually. Let's go.
I put my money on Pattinson. All right, so there's a current documentary on Apple Plus where they talk to a lot of black actors, and the time they spent with John Boyega, whoo,
has been making his rounds.
Yeah, it really has, because we all knew it was a bad situation with John Boyega and Star Wars, but it was interesting because
they fleeced my man. That's what they did. They played him.
One of the quotes he said, let me tell you, Star Wars always had the vibe of being the most whitest elite space. It's a franchise that's so white that a black person even existing was something.
Right.
And no lies are being told there. Really isn't.
Right.
Like, as a matter of fact, Donald Glover he hosted Saturday Night Live around the time Solo, a Star Wars story, was coming out. And they did a sketch where it was supposed to be a convention for the black characters in Star Wars. So it was only 3 people there.
and you can't totally blame Disney for this, because George Lucas had this franchise. It was his baby, and it was just a bunch of white people, a bunch of aliens, and the one black smuggler.
And you also have to remember that Star Wars is not even filmed in the U.S. It's always filmed in London. And if it's all
could have had some black people in there, either way.
So, and then even the celebrity cameos in the Star Wars movies are still white guys.
Right.
Prince William, Prince Harry, Daniel Craig, Tom Hardy. For a second, I was about to say Tom fucking Brady. But he also said in the documentary, they're okay with us playing the best friend, but once we touch their heroes, once we lead, once we trailblaze, it's like, oh my God, it's just a bit too much. They're pandering.
Yeah.
And I mean, a hit dog will holler, and these motherfuckers have been barking.
And Disney need to let his balls hang, because white people are the global minority.
And this was one of the reasons why I look at J.J. Abrams and in such a way, because he wrote and directed the first one, which by the marketing standards pulled one of the hardest bait and switches.
Yes.
Because the marketing told you that John Boyega was the lead.
Yes.
We did not know how integral Daisy Ripley was going to be to the story, according to the marketing. Now he did that one. Then they brought in another director to write the second movie, which is another big fuck up. Because if you're going to do a trilogy, you should have the key points to all 3 movies already written down, so everyone can have somewhat of a path they can follow. But Rian Johnson comes in, does his own thing, gives Finn and the new character Rose a decent amount of screen time, and the mayonnaise crowd got so pissed because minorities had a big part in the movie that J.J. Abrams folded like Sunday origami and made these motherfuckers took these niggas all the way to the end of the table. Like, yeah, you're gonna have a few scenes over here.
Folded.
It's just like, yeah. I need the white girl, the whitish looking guy from Egypt, and the Wookiee. Yeah. Hey, what about me? Yeah, you stand behind the Wookiee.
Right.
All right. And everyone asks him if he's like interested in coming back. He's like, yeah, I'm good.
Right. I mean, why would he? Why would Finn come back? What role does his character have to fulfill in order for John Boyega to come back?
You know what John Boyega's character reminds me of, Finn? He reminds me of how they wrote Storm in those X-Men movies. Like,
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's like you're there, you might have a moment or two, but then we're gonna put you all the way over to the side.
Yeah. John Abrams, I believe, wrote the movie for Finn to become like a Jedi, but after they received so much backlash, they just folded.
It's just like it's like watching a nerd fold and still do the jock's homework.
Yeah.
And I always was on the fence with J.J. Abrams, but ever since then, I just feel like, yo, man, I can't stand this fucking guy. It's like if you're a black guy, if you're a minority and you're in a J.J. Abrams project, just wait for that moment where you get screwed over. just wait for it. Just wait for it. It's okay. All right, so Bob's Burgers, The Simpsons, and Family Guy, they've all been renewed for 4 more years. Now, I cannot tell you the last time I watched Family Guy.
Yeah, me either. I ain't know what's still on, honestly.
Okay with Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, I fucks with Bob's Burgers.
But Family Guy and Simpsons got to go. It's just been too long. Some new shit.
I didn't know. Family Guy and Simpsons was still running. I thought they were done.
Yo, here's the funny thing: on Disney Plus, right? There's so many episodes of The Simpsons. They have a channel that just runs nothing but Simpsons nonstop.
Oh, wow!
I'm like the show is on like what 36 seasons now.
Wow! Family Guy's on 23 and Simpsons 40.
Bob
40.
It's my age, literally. Jeez.
Right. You on the spot.
Shut the fuck up.
Bob's Burgers on 15.
But you know what? I fucks with I like Bob. I love the Belchers.
Yes. Out of the 3, definitely Bob's Burger.
Because also Bob's Burgers is still like very grounded. It's like it's character driven, not cutaway gag driven like
right.
Family Guy.
Right.
Because like American Dad is so much funnier than Family Guy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm like, it's just so many layers funnier. And The Simpsons, The Simpsons first like 10 to 15 seasons are literally the best thing they ever had. After that, it's a roller coaster.
Yeah, I think they're dragging The Simpsons out now at this point.
If you are actually out there watching The Simpsons, is it out of habit?
If anybody watches The Simpsons anymore, please hit us up in the comments.
Yeah. If you still watching Family Guy, who's your weed dealer?
Same thing if you're watching Bob's Burgers, you definitely have a weed dealer.
Yeah, but Bob's Burgers, I think, is still funny sober.
It is. It is.
Yeah. There's so much great humor. Like the first time they did a Halloween episode and Jean was dressed as Queen Latifah. That is that is fucking comedy gold. Because first off, if you were white, you did not know who the fuck he was dressed as.
Right.
But if you were black, you were just like, oh shit.
Right.
This is like Gene, he's allowed to the cookout. Everyone else, I don't know about that yet. Bob looks like he'll accidentally say something racist.
Bob got to come because who's gonna make the burgers?
Oh, we got some eye. Well, let's go to the next one. Okay, so all right. Our boss lady looks at me and thinks about this.
Definitely.
Makes sense.
All you missing is the chair.
And the fun, and I'm like, and I'm so upset because I used to love this show. The critic, John Lovitz, the voice of Jay Sherman, and the showrunner Al Jean, who also used to work on The Simpsons, they're actually trying to bring back the critic. Now,
I mean, it'll fit. It fits.
I agree with it. I like the idea. Yeah. I think the best move they could do is it would be the critic with him and his son, and his son is a movie critic but from YouTube.
Nice.
And Jay sometimes doesn't want to take his son seriously until he realizes that no one's watching your show, Dad. They're watching my channel, but you still have like film knowledge. So the show would be about them coming together to do their own thing. Which that's just my idea. Listen, if y'all want to take my idea, I'll take executive producer credit, and we can talk percentages. I'm just putting it out there because it's not even a bad idea. Plus, I would like for John Lovitz to be in something good because currently he's been on some conservative comedy that I found on X or Twitter, as you want to call it. And I say conservative comedy because conservative comedy is just trying to be shocking but never be funny.
Right.
And right. I have better idea. I don't want that to be my last image of John Lovitz because it's very hard watching comedians go into conservative comedy because it feels like this is the end of your career.
Yeah.
So I want him to do better and be better. I gotta see if episodes of The Critic are up on YouTube. I'm pretty sure someone somewhere has episodes of The Critic up.
Most of you watching this won't even know what The Critic is, but you could guess.
It was a pretty solid show. It had great animation. I mean, I think that the only issue it had was coming on after The Simpsons, I think.
Yeah.
Because it was a very different style, and they had this weird episode where they put The Critic with The Simpsons. Matt Groening thinks that's the worst episode of his of The Simpsons history, which is kind of messed up. It's a thing. It's a thing. Just let's go to the next one.
There is no next one. That's the last.
No. Is it now? Huh.
Yeah.
So it is. Well, looky there. But on a few notes before we head out. When it comes, I'm about to start playing South of Midnight, and I look forward to it. But there's something that needs to be said, and I think it's been an ongoing thing, but no one really talks about it. And in game reviews, and I distinctly remember this because of MatPat. There are game reviewers out there who are naturally bad at video games.
Speaking truth.
So do with that what you will. If they find a game boring and corny, it's probably because they're actually not good at playing it. And I think there should be a new standard for video game reviewers where certain allotted hours of them should be streamed of them actually playing the game.
Right.
Because
I think a lot of game devs will like the same thing too, actually.
Yeah. And also a lot of people be riding hard on some of these game reviews, even though a lot of them are also nonsensical. People are literally rating a game that they haven't played.
Yeah.
And that's unfair to the game, and that's unfair to the company. And especially in this particular case, comes off hella racist. And in other cases, it probably comes off hella sexist as well. As a matter of fact,
I think somebody talking about it.
I'm sure. Matter of fact, and shout out to the Mindful Gamer. I want to shout him out. He's a really great dude. He was talking about this, and I think he was pointing out a particular reviewer in question too. So I was just like, ooh, okay.
That's right. Start calling these hoes out, man, because they be hiding behind the keyboards.
Because I was thinking about this here, listening to someone talk about the review of the game, and someone called them out. They were like, "You didn't play it. All you're doing is repeating someone else's review," and even they didn't play it. And I was just like, "Oh, damn."
That's right.
And then one person said they kind of liked the game, but they just weren't good at it. And I'm like, oh, at least that's honest. Then it made me think about the video from Game Theory where the game reviewer was playing Cuphead and couldn't perform some of its like regular movement functions. And I'm just like, you review games, but you're bad at video games. And it's not like I'm not expecting anyone to be like a pro player at the video game, but it's like you're having trouble passing the tutorial.
How are you reviewing a game? A full game like that?
Right. That would make me.
Y'all don't know when we get these keys. Majority of these keys be the full game. Because they want us to review the full game.
Right. It's very weird out there, and it just sounds really weird judging something that you haven't even experienced. But I guess
I'm gonna get it for Steam. I'll probably stream it too because I've been looking forward to playing South by Midnight.
I've got it on Game Pass. I'm going to be checking that out, and make sure you're subscribed because we do appreciate you coming over here and checking us out here at the Geek Report on Amerime Media's YouTube page. But make sure you're subscribed, hit that button, and hit that bell icon so you can be updated on anything and everything that we do over here. Guys, I don't know about you, but it's tequila o'clock somewhere. So I've got places to be, and so do you.
Peace.
Peace.